All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for real people just like you, just like me. All right, David Lee Roth is done. I think he might be done for good. We don't know, but he has canceled all of his shows in Las Vegas, and I'm speculating. But remember, Dave put out this cryptic statement a few months ago, and I'm going to read it to you here. Just so you know what I'm talking about. He says he's reflecting on life and the passing of Eddie Van Halen. He says, I thought I might have been the first, says Roth, meaning that he would go before Ed. I might have thought the Marlboro man would have got me. Okay, smoking cigarettes. Hey, Ed, objects in the rear view mirror are probably me. Okay. And my doctors, my handlers compelled me to really address that. Every time I go out on stage, I endanger that future. Now, we know that Roth is some kind of weird wordsmith here, but he goes on. And again, this doesn't really make a lot of sense at times, but it is David Lee Roth. I am encouraged and compelled to really come to grips with how short time is, and my time is probably even shorter, he added. I know that when I'm in the audience, whether you come out with a ukulele or a marching band, all I ask you give me is everything you've got to give, he says. That's what I did for the last 50 years. I've given you all I've got to give. He goes, it's been an amazing, great run. No regrets. Nothing to stay or say about anybody. I'll miss you all. Stay frosty. All right. Wow. So, yeah, I don't think I've ever read that in its entirety, but so that was basically like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. It's been great. Vegas will be my last time out. Well, Vegas is canceled. Vegas is canceled, and the concert industry continues to implode. It is not hyperbole to say that. It is what's happening. And, you know, these people continue to wake up every morning. All right. The governor of Nevada, Steve Sisolak, all right, sounds like baby food, said on Monday that the state recorded an alarming number of, you guessed it, thing cases and hospitalizations this holiday season. Now, the conventional wisdom in the media, of course, is to blame people who decided to get together for New Year's and for Christmas, right, as the culprits. Those people are the ones that ruined it for everybody else. He implored people in Nevada to wear medical devices on their face, especially indoors, regardless of their thing status. So, okay, people, everybody who went out and did this, how are you feeling about yourself? Huh? Seriously, I mean, if you're a little bit logical, just a little bit logical, right? You've been wearing this thing for 2 years. By the way, I don't participate in that. I don't do it. I've never done it. I did it. No, let me backtrack. I did it for a few weeks here and there, not constantly, but at the very beginning of this, because everybody at the beginning was like, okay. And then we said, no, I kind of like air, especially fresh air. Now, this indoor public setting thing, it just, okay, so you go to the restaurant, and we all know where this is going, right? You get in there, you sit down, and I know some people say, well, what you should do is you should take the medical device off, take a bite, and then put it back on. Okay, so you don't think you're going to get any stuff on the medical device, like food or anything? This is embarrassing. This is some kind of weird psychosis. Oop, I said that word. I know they're starting to ban that, was it mass formation thinkosis? I don't know. I got to be careful. I might get, this might just not go over well. So he goes on, this is the governor, Steve Babyfood, says, those who are sick should stay home. Duh. Okay, the big fat duh. All right. And of course, make sure you go out and take a test while you're at home. Well, I know we're supposed to get tests in the mail. They're going to send tests to your house. All right. All just to kind of make everything a bigger mess and more confusing as time goes on. So anyway, the bottom line here is David Lee Roth has canceled shows out of an abundance of, caution. Nevada is not a place you want to go if you want to get away with, from some of the tyranny. These rock bands should all be going to Florida. Although, again, here's the little kicker about Florida and Texas. These cities are all run by blue state idiots, okay? Blue city idiots, blue towns, whatever you want to call them. And even if the governor of that state, like my governor, says, no, this is not a mandate, you do not have to do this, but yet the county or the city insists that you do what the governor is saying not to do. And then the governor can even convene the legislature and actually pass a law saying, no, you can't do this. And they go ahead and they defy what the law says. If any of this stuff worked, you wouldn't be seeing wave after wave. And by the way, this is something different. This is the beautiful Dodge Omni, 4 cylinders of power, optional sunroof. You know, like I said, it's the common car with some additional features, some of which you're going to love and some you're really going to hate. But it's the nature of riding in the Dodge. It's, you know, it is what it is. And the concert industry and life in general, never mind just the concert industry, but life in general is being canceled all over the place. Now, it was really convenient that we had this winter break, right, for students. And now everybody's up in arms. Really? You're going to let them go back to school with the Dodge Omni cruising around and so many of them? And it's just, again, take this opportunity, this so-called crisis, and then use it for your political ends, not to help people, not to mitigate this, but to continue it forever and ever. Why would one group of human beings want to imprison another group of human beings endlessly? I mean, the psychological damage, just the overall like feeling of dread and doom. And then you get the postcard from the White House saying, a dark winter awaits those who have not done the thing. Death and darkness. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Yeah, that's leadership for you. That's presidential leadership. I mean, that makes Jimmy Carter's malaise speech look like the Gettysburg Address. You know, I mean, I don't understand what's going on with, I guess it's just one giant psychological operation. And it just is. I mean, I know the media hates that, but, you know, just take a little temperature of those, not literally, but take the psychological temperature of the population at large and see if they're depressed or if they're really happy that mandates, lockdowns, and restrictions await them. See how that goes. And what I'm finding out is my my fellow man, woman, don't really care about that. That it's collateral damage and they don't care. Either that or there's some larger nefarious thing going on. And that's kind of where my beliefs are right now, is that something much darker, much more nefarious, and much more sinister is happening as I speak. And, you know, David Lee Roth canceling a concert is not our biggest problem right now. It isn't, but it is, and I told you so. And those are going to keep coming. And again, I'd love to talk about music, but you can't record music and sell it. Now you've got all these artists selling their rights away to big corporations. And what are those corporations going to do? Use these in commercials for Ozempic? I mean, the dark winter is here, and it's not going away anytime soon.